Alright, so a little backstory on why I'm making this video. So the other day we had a rehearsal, not for like my band or anything, but like kind of I play as a session musician for this other group. But anyways, we're all buds, so we're talking after rehearsal, and we're just kind of talking about how music just doesn't have the cultural weight that it used to. I mean, we're talking about like the Beatles. Of course, we're going to talk about Michael Jackson. We're going to talk about like the punk movement, the hippie movement. All of those wouldn't exist. I mean, the movement specifically. The movements wouldn't exist without music, and we just don't have that anymore. So that was the quote. I don't know if he was quoting someone else or if he just made this up himself, but um, we didn't realize it was just music back then. And that line, that quote just has like so much what's the word? So much just something to it. You can look into that, really far. It implies that music was always just music maybe, but I mean, we realize now that music is just a sound. It doesn't carry that same mystery or world behind it almost. I mentioned the hippies, I mentioned the punks, but even like going back to civil rights movements, I mean, sure they are movements on their own without the music, but Aretha Franklin and all these like African American artists that are like behind the movement, I just don't think it would have been the same. Or let's see what else. Um, I guess a more recent example would be like the emo uh, time period in like the late 2000s. Uh, I think it opened up a lot of discussion around mental well-being, mental health that wouldn't have existed otherwise. I really don't think if the emo movement didn't happen, we wouldn't be where we are with the slow but steady destigmatization of mental health practices and care and all that. Um, yeah, music just doesn't have that weight behind it anymore. I mean, even like gothic rock, post punk, bands like The Cure, Susie and the Banshees, that like forced people to the music like inspired people to change their whole like outlook towards life, their physical appearance, their mentality, just about everything, and that just doesn't happen anymore, and it makes me a little bit sad because, well, I'm a musician. This is my life. I mean, behind me you can see this is the lighting rig that I've whipped up for my live show because music is my life, and everything around music is my life. Um, what was I saying? Right. So I mean, music, it moved me enough. So I don't know if you know this, but before I was doing music, I was in college for mechanical engineering, and hey, that's a solid degree. I'm not gonna dissuade anyone from uh, taking that path in life, but I don't know. It was just not for me. Of course, I mean, as you can probably assume. But what really kind of moved me to, I guess, take that leap and just go into music all in was when I got into heavy metal music. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was just so abrasive, especially like that early 80s era of heavy metal, before it was like super mainstream, very just like raw and very like the production is pretty abrasive and pretty rough. If you go back and listen to like the original releases, not the remasters, but like the original releases of heavy metal around that time period, it's kind of rough to listen to if you're not like already about it. But that just like showed me like you don't have to do everything the right way. You don't have. There's no right way, right? You can kind of do whatever you want, and you can live like that. And it moved me to, you know, I guess in a way throw away like a respectable salary type of life for music. Um, yeah, I feel like I've just been going all over the place with this topic, this video, but man, where do I go from here even? It's like, it's just disappointing. It makes me sad because it's moved me. Why can't it move anyone else? I guess what I'm trying to say is, I mean, screw what other people are doing. If you're a musician or an artist, and I use that in the most loosest term of that word, if you're an artist, make something that will like move someone emotionally. I don't care. I feel like music is just so commercialized, so commodified in this day where it literally is just music. As I said before in that quote, nowadays it just feels like music is just music. I mean, I really only experienced the tail end of it, but I miss when music was a thing. It was an actual art form. Um, or at least on a larger stage, it was still an art form. Um, yeah, because I mean, when you start talking about your art, your music, as a product, you start to lose me, man. You start to lose me. Yeah, this video made me kind of sad, but I don't know. I have hope. If I'm gonna be, I'm gonna. I always try to make music that's gonna move people and, you know, reach their reach their souls. And I have hope that other people will do the same. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think, or if you have lost hope or whatever. But I still have hope, at least.